Hi everybody, welcome back to Bobby's Bucks, and today I wanted to share the story of how I shot this 8-point in 2024 season on public land. Stick with us, I'm going to talk all about it. Here we go. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. On this channel I share tips how you can kill bucks, better bucks on public land. Now I know this isn't the biggest buck in the world. It's not the biggest buck I ever shot, but I'm really happy with it because it's gonna be tasty venison, and plus it was a really cool encounter. You know, he came in grunting, and you know, anytime I hear a buck grunt continuously like a pig, because my adrenaline was just pumping, he came in checking a scrape, and I shot him at 20 yards. Anytime we can use our top pin is incredible. And you know what? He didn't see me until the last moment. And for the first time in a long time, I actually had the GoPro on. You know, unfortunately the video isn't great because there was a limb right in the way. We'll go to it here in a second. But I just want to set you up that this spot, there's small gamers that are kicking all the deer out. There's other hunters that hunt around this area. It's a pretty popular spot. But you have to get in early. The area that I was hunting, I had seen 4 coyotes the first time I hunted it. Now, granted, I had only hunted this area 2 times the entire season. It's November 3rd. So I'm always moving around and trying to keep my spots fresh and unpressured. On this morning, I didn't happen to see any other hunters, which was really rare because it was a Sunday. And you know, on Saturdays and Sundays is a time when I don't really hunt this spot because of that. And the small gamers were out there firing their shotguns at 7 a.m. It was so thick in there. It was actually the direction where I didn't expect deer to come from, right at sunrise. And this guy came in about 7:35 after I had already heard 4 shots going off in the vicinity. He came in right downwind. He was actually walking the creek, and he got out of the creek. I could hear the water, and he jumped out of the creek and started coming right at me. I couldn't believe it. The scent was right at him. And I slipped an arrow right through there. And I use a fixed blade, muzzy broadhead, simple broadheads, but they're sharp, they're effective, and they always pass right through. Granted, this broadhead didn't pass through because it went through the shoulder, through the lung, out into the other side. It actually shot both lungs, but I found the broadhead inside. So down in the swamp, just shot a buck about 20 yards away. I heard him crash really hard, so I think he's hit pretty good. We're gonna go look for blood. It's been about 20 minutes, so hopefully he's had time to die. So depending on the blood trail, I'll either pursue him or we'll come back later. So here we go. you know, this time of year you can get away with things, but at the same time, I always spray my boots down before I walk into the woods. Even on my private land during hunting season, I am always spraying my boots. Even if I'm filling my watering holes or if I'm overseeding my food plot, I still spray my boots. It's just a habit I just got into a long time ago, because years ago, I've been hunting 30 years now. I used to not use scent elimination. And you can watch this video in the corner if you want. I talk about how to lower the scent in the woods, because I don't feel like you can eliminate the scent. But if you want to get closer to deer, and again, this isn't the biggest deer in the world, but it's a decent deer and I'm proud of it. I shot it with the bow at 20 yards. And I passed on a lot of lesser bucks here in Michigan. On public land, we have so many hunters. We have like 5 to 6 trucks in every single parking area. So this morning, I was the first one in. I get into public land 2 hours early religiously. If I'm gonna go to public land, I need to beat everybody. And when you wanna get serious about it, that's what you need to do. And today was daylight savings time, and I knew that about half the hunters would have gotten that wrong. It's just because it sneaks up on everybody. Everybody gets so busy, and all of a sudden you realize, oh my goodness, I'm late, and I need to be there. I needed to be there an hour ago. So there's a lot of sleeping in on daylight savings time. Take advantage of daylight savings time on public land, because usually if you're willing to get up at 4 in the morning and you can get out there at 5 for sunup at 7, then you'll get a crack at a decent buck. Absolutely love bow hunting here in Michigan on public land, and if you do it strategically, you can have a lot of fun, you can do it safely, and you can stay away from all the crazies. So, and if you guys would like to see how I go about hunting public land and just hunting etiquette in general, you can watch this video in the corner where I just go over all the information and all the mess ups I made over the years. Really, I always have all these thoughts going in my head as I'm going into the woods, and things I'm trying to avoid and things I'm trying to succeed at. That's why I use fixed broadheads. I've tried the hypodermic rage, and these are great broadheads. I'm not gonna go down the list. They're all great broadheads. And you need to be able to have confidence that you can shoot through the scapula or shoot through the shoulder if you have to in certain areas. And that's what I love about a fixed broadhead. And that's why I switched from mechanical back to fixed blades, and what a great price break too, because a lot of those mechanicals are really pricey. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck. I have 1 tag left here in Michigan. We're allowed to shoot 2 bucks. So now I get to be really picky now that we have some venison in the freezer. And I wish everyone best of luck. I hope you guys shoot a deer that you're proud of, and we'll see you on the next video.